So the first thing I'll talk about is a set of light, medium, and heavy dumbbells. With these, you want to kind of pick what is light, medium, and heavy for you. And if you're not exactly sure, you can definitely talk with your trainer. But specifically, we like these hexagon and neoprene style dumbbells. They are just versatile in nature. They don't roll around like the rounded ones do. And the all metal ones, they can kind of scruff up your floor and scratch up your floor. The good thing about this is that if your trainer has you down in a renegade row here, when you touch down, it's not too loud. And plus it's kind to your floor. So we like these hexagon dumbbell sets here. You want to go with light, medium, and heavy. If I were setting it up for myself, I would probably do somewhere in the 8 to 10 range, 5 to 8 range for my light, somewhere in the 12 to 15 range for my medium, and somewhere in the 25 to 35 for my heavy. Really want to make sure that you have a couple that you can choose from. Really, you can get away with just a light, medium, and a heavy. If you have to make a decision, definitely get the kind of medium load because there are household items that you can use for the lighter sets. But definitely want to get some dumbbells on hand. Another thing you might want to consider is a kettlebell. One strategy is to get your light and medium dumbbells and then go for a heavier kettlebell. Then you just have one piece of equipment, it's not taking up a ton of room, and you can do things like your deadlifts and your heavier lower body exercise with this single heavy kettlebell. Again, we're talking strength equipment, so if you do like kettlebell training and you want to work that in, you can also take that same approach, get a light, medium, and heavy set of the kettlebells, but again, that's not necessary. Many of the things that you do with the kettlebell can be done with a dumbbell. So you don't necessarily have to have kettlebells and dumbbells unless you really just desire that level of flexibility and versatility. But for instance, if you're used to doing swings with the kettlebell, that can be done with a dumbbell. And your trainer can walk you through how to do that safely and carefully. Many of you probably know that Jessica and I got our start before we opened this beautiful studio. We got our start going around to people's homes. And so we didn't have all this space and all this equipment that we have here. What we had was our car. And so we had to be really compact and we had to be very select carefully the types of equipment that we have because we couldn't be weighed down going into people's homes. But ever since we started doing this over almost 20 years ago, we've been using these bands because they are so highly versatile. They do provide a fair amount of resistance, and the way that they work is the lighter color to the heavier color is how it goes up in resistance. So orange is the lightest resistance, yellow is medium, blue is heavy, and black is even heavier than that. But the thing we love about this is here in the studio, you're used to seeing this hooked onto our wall, our resistance corded wall that's blocked and backed with some strength. But you can use these right at home by putting this strap in the closed hinge of a door. So on the side of the door where the hinge is, it's nice and tight door frame. You put this in, this little knot won't slide through if the door is closed tightly. And you can do all your band rows, your presses, your rotations, your diagonal patterns with just a simple pair of these resistance bands. So if you don't have room for the weights, but you want to bring in a piece of resistance equipment, this band is highly versatile, very small, doesn't take up a lot of room, and a great thing to have on hand. And don't forget about the mini bands. You all know that we love these here in the studio. We use our runway here to do those lateral band walks, and sometimes we have you put them around your wrist and do some shoulder work. These are really versatile, and especially in this time when we're sheltering in place, we don't want to forget about those functional exercises, those rehab exercises that we do. We're all doing a lot of sitting, our glutes are getting really tight and weak, and these mini bands will activate them and wake them right up. Again, these are typically go from lightest to heaviest, with yellow being light, green being a little bit heavier, then blue, and then black. So choose your resistance, or you can have one of each. If you're not exactly sure what would be the most versatile for you, if you were just purchasing one, ask your trainer what they think. They can certainly give you the best recommendation. Absolutely love this high step. And the thing I love about this single step is it doesn't take up a lot of room. It is really small, it is really compact, and we can do a ton with it. I need a camera crew here so you guys can see it. But we can do our step ups here. And imagine if we have our weight, then that just got a little heavier. We can lower this, do some upper body exercises right here on this bench. On this step. Do some offset push-ups. Uh-oh, my ball rolled away. Anyway, suffice it to say, this step is extremely versatile. It can make your workouts a lot more varied and a lot more interesting. Can take things up a notch if you're getting a little bored and stuck in place with what you're doing. Think about getting a step. Absolutely love the versatility of a stability ball for all kinds of exercises, upper body, lower body, core exercises. This is a tried and true piece of fitness equipment. Great for your house. Is even great if you're doing a lot of desk work, a lot of Zoom calls. You can even just sit on the stability ball. And when you're doing that, it really will start to challenge your core. It'll help your posture. You'll see those places where you are starting to get weak and a little tired. This will really force you into that good posture. When you're choosing your stability ball, you want to make sure that you have a 90-degree angle at your knee and at your hip. So a stability ball that is up like this is a little too high for me. One that allows me to sit at 90 degrees here and 90 degrees at my knee is a perfect fit just for me. They come in, I think, 45 or 35, 45, 55, and 65 centimeters. And based on how tall you are, you would choose the appropriate stability ball size for you. On the website that we're providing you with, it will help you choose the right size based on your height. Or you can just simply ask your trainer. Get one piece of equipment. You don't want to take up a lot of room, you don't want to invest a lot of money, but you want something that's super versatile. Highly, highly, highly recommend the TRX. Now, there is a home model that is pretty much the same as this commercial model that we have here. We're anchored into a wall here. This wall is blocked, but you don't have to go to work doing any construction at your house. The home model has a similar mechanism that fits, or just a simple strap that fits over the top of a door hinge, and you can do all of the TRX exercises that you're used to doing here in the studio without any damage to your walls or your ceiling or doing any kind of construction project. And you can get a completely versatile total body workout, everywhere from low intensity to high intensity. There are so many exercises that can be done with this one single piece of equipment.